So season 3 is coming up, different location every episode, and it's just gonna be me this season. So, psych.
I'm Blake.
I'm Ethan. You're watching
Depth and Delirium.
and we're back. And we've been waiting for this to happen for a while.
We'll edit that in.
Yeah, we'll put the clink in. So I'm like super hyped to get this done because we've been trying to interview our parents for like a long time.
Ever since we started,
You
honestly.
guys have heard us talk about our parents
More than
crap ton.
so many times.
So yeah, so Mom, welcome in.
Thank you.
This is gonna be fun.
So
So
this is gonna be a great episode. I can't wait. Before we dive into it though, we just want you guys to be ready for season 3. Like,
it's gonna be immaculate.
we're gonna be bringing crazy new stuff to you every single week, every Friday.
Different
So,
location.
Yep.
We might disclose the location on some of them,
yeah, just because
but it's gonna be like sometimes a surprise. Sometimes you guys will know. We just kind of like keep.
maybe you
that
guys can meet us
flair
at one of
there.
the locations one week, and we could have a few subscribers on the
That
episode.
would be amazing
Yep.
if you guys would want to do that.
But
But let's dig
Jinx.
into this.
We're
All right,
back.
Mom. I want to ask you this first question. How is being a grandma? Do you like being a grandma so far?
What are some of the struggles?
With
I
Mr.
cannot
Lincoln?
explain what it is. There's no struggles.
Really?
Mm-mm.
That's
I
You
could
get all the
That's
fun
what Bree
parts.
said.
I could eat his face off.
Really? Just
Oh,
so
my
like,
goodness,
oh,
yeah.
He is.
So-
He's the cutest dude.
Yeah, he really is. So I had went to the dentist a couple weeks back and got a filling in my front tooth.
okay. I need to do that.
After the dentist,
Okay.
I came to their house and I was holding him and I just wanted to squeeze him so hard and I gritted my teeth
Oh
and
man,
popped that
The
freaking
filling back out?
right
No
off of
way.
it.
Oh,
And
that's
I was
great.
like,
that's
"Ah,
amazing.
I should have never went there.
Yep.
I should have never
That's
went
awesome,
there.
dude.
It needed to like.
I do that. I get that like cuteness aggression.
Oh,
Where you're
gosh.
just like, oh man, I just want to pop.
If I see like a little puppy, I'm
And
just like,
when
oh.
he smiles at me, just melts my
Oh,
heart.
you're just like,
I know
dang.
it. It's precious.
And my mom always told me that like when you become a grandparent, you get. She's not a grandparent yet, but she was always saying like, I can't wait to become a grandparent because then like you just get all the fun parts. You get to take them out and do activities. You don't
Oh
have to.
my gosh.
You don't have to change the diaper at 3 a.m. You
Yeah.
already did that. You're past
Uh-huh.
that. So
Yep.
I feel like that's definitely like not an advantage, but just like a plus to being a grandparent.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I spoil him rotten.
Oh, I feel like that's like grandparents' job. Is
Oh,
to just
yeah.
spoil the heck
Big
out of their
time.
grandchildren. Here's $20. Go get you a lollipop.
Right.
You got to.
Have to.
The
Big shout
child
out.
has probably about 20 pair of shoes already. I kid you not. I can't.
See, that's
I
He's
can't
not even
help
walking
it.
yet.
I can't
Can't
help
even use
it.
them.
Or can you use 'em?
No.
that's insane, dude.
That's awesome.
Wow.
He's gonna be dripping out. That's for sure.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to have one eventually.
Oh, you
Okay.
better.
Okay, if you're watching this,
That's a couple years
Hey.
from now, though. That's a couple years from now.
we
Though.
might have to, bro. I don't
You
know.
better.
I know you and Bailey eventually want one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like 27, 28 is probably
okay.
like when we want to have our first one.
Mhm.
I feel like
Heck
that's
yeah.
around the perfect age because then we still get to live through our 20s and experience
sure.
our own
Oh
lives.
yeah,
still-
live life first,
and
but
still
I
grow
totally-
up ourselves.
I agree with that for sure.
Because like
Yeah.
that's a big thing is like I felt like when I was a kid I didn't truly understand that it was like my parents' first time living as well. They're still
That's a
growing
big
up.
thing.
They're still learning every single day too. So like you kind of like you look at your parents and you're like, there's no way they're telling me the truth. Like I don't believe them, and you give them a hard times at times, and it's just like looking back now, it's like they're just growing up too. They're
Well,
just a kid. It's
exactly.
still,
us
dude.
as parents, like you guys start to get older, right? And we're just not cool anymore. You
yeah,
guys
exactly.
you get
don't
Exactly.
need us anymore. So then when the baby comes, when this new baby comes, it's almost like you
Someone's
guys,
got my attention.
You guys all over again. Right?
Yes, yes.
That's the memories that we have.
That's
like,
awesome.
Oh my gosh, so I can't.
Exactly.
That's probably amazing.
It's
Yeah,
kind
it
of
really is.
and it's kind of weird. I feel like how everyone kind of goes through the same kind of things in childhood. Like I know dang well that you remember when you were a kid driving in the car with your mom
Mhm.
and like listening to like old like R&B
yeah.
and stuff like
Oh,
that. Like
yeah.
I have those memories with her.
Mm.
Like that's
Some
each
Alicia
one, every
Keys.
one of us. Yeah, like a little bit of Eminem or something like
oh,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, as you guys can see, Mom is a hairstylist. We're in the salon
We're in the
and
yeah.
we're rocking it today. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
yes.
27 years.
That's awesome. That's crazy.
Like I can't even imagine. I've been with Kay for going on 3 years now.
Yeah, and it's like
it's like wow. I think it might be the one. Like
Yeah.
we might have to actually go the
Yeah.
long haul.
Yeah.
Like so.
Okay, so if you could give like one tip or just like something for a young couple to take with them through their relationships,
Yeah. After
since
going
you've
through
been
all that.
together for 27 years, what would that one thing be? Like, what would you tell them?
Compromise.
Okay.
For
biggest
are you so like
thing.
compromise for each other?
Yes.
Like give
I
up
mean,
one thing? Okay.
Well, I mean, you just have to give. You
Learn
have
to give.
She has to give.
Yeah,
because you're not going to agree on everything.
No.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're just not. So if I want to do something,
Yeah.
and he wants
You
to
gotta
do
talk
something,
about
and
everything.
it's totally two opposite things, you gotta figure that out.
Exactly. Like we were saying, it's like not every day is going to be 50-50 in a relationship.
Right.
Some days might be 80-20. Some days might be 95-5. You might have to carry that day, but and that's just like part of being in a relationship with someone and
For sure.
growing
And
together.
I feel like low key we've gotten better at that over just that short period of time.
Oh
it
yeah.
can't
Just like being able
always
to
be
understand.
what you want to do
Exactly.
all the time, or
And
what
you've
she
helped
wants
that
to
with
do
that,
all
for
the
sure.
time. You have to, sit down and talk it out, and go from there.
Yeah. For
You
sure.
know,
And
it's
as
hard.
long as you guys can do that, you'll be good.
Yep. And I feel like one of my biggest things that I've just learned in my short amount of time of being on this earth is like communication,
Oh, for sure.
but honest communication. Because you can talk to someone and tell them your feelings, but not truly tell them what you're feeling. And so it's like if we're gonna start to have an argument, or not even an argument, because I don't like to call them arguments, like just like a little debacle, I guess.
Yeah.
Then like we need to sit down, and I want to truly try and understand it from your point of view, and I want you to 100% try and see it from my point of view. And if we still don't agree after sitting down and doing that, and like not raising our voices and just talking like human beings, then okay, we don't agree, and we'll just move on from it. That's just something we won't see on.
That, because there are a lot of guys that they just kind of clean up. They don't like
Yeah, I mean, sometimes depending on like the topic, sometimes I will just be like, I better keep my mouth shut.
And I don't even want to do this.
I don't even, like money is like the number one thing I don't even like talking about. I don't even like talking about it. Yeah.
And
yes.
That's just like a
that's
normal
big,
thing, but that's
sure.
just something that you got to.
But you got to talk about it eventually.
Talk about it.
Dude,
sure.
That's why I've been trying to get like ahead.
Yeah.
That's my big thing. I'm like scared that eventually one day something's gonna come up, like heaven forbid I get super sick or
like
Kay does,
your engine blows up in your car tomorrow.
or I
those
get
kind
in a
of
wreck.
things happen in the 27 years. Those things
You know what
happen
I'm saying?
constantly.
Constantly.
There's times that you feel like you will never get ahead.
Yeah,
really,
exactly. And those are the times you gotta have like an emergency fund.
You have to
and
have
you gotta
a savings,
and you gotta budget,
yeah.
and you gotta. That's where you gotta really communicate with each other
and
on,
have
like,
that person.
What are we gonna spend this money on and still be like happy with each other?
Yeah, like okay, you might not be able to go out and like get your hair done every week for the next month, and I can't go buy a game on my PlayStation for the next month.
Yeah,
because we both got to put it together on the rent or something like that. Yeah,
That's
compromise.
Right.
Exactly.
All leads back to that.
Right back to it.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that was a great question.
Sure. What type of things do you guys like to do together like just for fun?
I love the kayak.
Okay.
Oh, that's
love
fun.
It. Camping.
Camping?
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm gonna try and get into it this summer for sure. I miss it, man.
That's
my mom would always go.
You guys might even see a little camping vlog / podcast episode.
Yeah,
that'd be
it's
cool.
just awesome. Yeah, you guys could take a trail.
Oh,
yeah.
That would be.
Imagine walking
so
during the episode.
It would
That'd
be
so
great.
cool.
It really would. Like we love that kind
And
of
just
stuff.
outdoors.
Let us know.
Anything outdoors.
Yeah, yes.
I'm all about outdoors. I
Me
can
too.
go outside in summertime
For
and
sure.
just sit by a fire and just hang
Stare.
out. Like love
Just
it.
look around.
And he enjoys that stuff as well. So that's
For sure.
That
That is
something
a
we both,
huge
yeah.
outdoors
Really?
guru.
Yeah, because you got with someone, right? And you love to do all the nature things, and they don't.
Yeah.
Suck.
That would be awful.
It
You
would
got to
be
have some common interest for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I also think that you can't agree on everything. I feel like when you
No,
find
right.
that person where you're just agreeing with everything, then that almost gets like old at some
It gets
point.
annoying.
It's like,
yeah.
man, I want you to honestly tell me what I'm doing wrong, or
Can
tell
you
me
fight
that
back a little?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. it starts to feel like they don't care as much.
Yes,
like,
because it's like
please.
if you cared, you would tell me why you don't think I'm right on this situation,
Mhm.
or maybe how I could go about it differently because you think that would be better for me.
Exactly.
If you just look at me and be like, yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Like, okay.
I'll
But
never
yeah.
tell you again.
We love going into the mountains, Gatlinburg, hiking.
That's awesome.
Love all that stuff. Like we went one year in the wintertime. I mean, February,
Beautiful.
snowing, pouring snow.
Beautiful.
So
That's
we
funny.
go up in that mountain, and I seriously looked around and I did a spin.
Breathtaking.
And I'm like, I feel like I'm in Narnia.
Yeah, for real.
I was
Like this is something a phone could never capture.
Right.
Like you have to see this with your own eyes.
And at first, he didn't want to go. He
Really?
did not want to go. And then when we went up, he was like,
You changed my
I'm
mind.
so glad.
Compromise.
I'm
Compromised.
Right. I'm so glad we did this.
And then in the end, he was happy that he
oh
ended
my
up
goodness.
compromising.
Oh yeah. for
That's
sure.
the biggest thing is like,
That's
you don't
so
want
cool,
to,
bro.
but in the end, it might honestly be better for you,
Oh,
or you
yeah.
might end up loving it.
That's 90% of the time I find myself in
That's
that
what
situation.
happens. Yes.
That's exactly what happens. I'm like, I'm really happy I went.
No, or if like,
It's like that TikTok trend. Have you seen that? Where it's
Which
like, I'm not having fun at the carnival. And he's like, actually, I'm having a great time at the carnival. Like, it'll be like
Right.
a boyfriend going, and he'll go there, and then
at first, he's like
first-
hating his life.
but then he like has his face painted, and he's holding a beer, and he's like,
I'm
all
having a
right,
great
I'm having a good time. But
But we got to the end. It was like, I don't know, 2-mile hike, which, wasn't real far.
Mhm.
yeah,
We get there, and it is the most breathtaking
Oh. Oh,
waterfall.
with the snow around
the
it.
snow around it. Oh, it was
Like a
amazing.
Disney
It was
movie.
I would've
seriously
paid to
amazing.
see that,
I have
honestly.
video of it. It's
Yeah.
just gorgeous.
I would have paid, but I know the video doesn't even do
Oh,
it.
not at all.
Not-
Nothing, not even
Not
close.
at all.
and you guys go to the gorge a lot too, Red
Yeah.
River Gorge.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. We had ATV riding. We love to go on the Razor and
yeah.
ride all
That's a
those
big
crazy
one for
hills
sure.
and
Okay.
If there's,
stuff like that.
this isn't a question that I had like written down or anything, but I just thought of it, and I feel like it's a good one to ask. Just with what we're talking about, if there was something you could tell yourself at our age, what would it be?
Like if you could go back
that's
to
a pretty
yourself,
good one,
if
huh?
you could go back to
It is.
to
I'm like,
yourself when you were 21 years old,
See,
what
like,
would you tell your
right
younger
now,
self?
if I could go back to my younger self, I would tell him to lock in harder in school, probably.
Yeah.
Well, no,
And then
I would say just like what you're doing right now. Start saving money.
Preparing for the
Yeah.
future.
You have to, especially in today's times. You have got to put
we
something
got
back.
this, millennials.
You have
We
to.
do.
Because then you get yourself, in a mess if you don't have, like when you go to buy a house, putting money down on a house, like
That's huge. Yeah.
it is really huge.
Big time.
So that's what I would say. Yeah.
Shout out Dave
like,
Ramsey.
You just the stuff that you're doing. I'm so proud because
Starting early.
most people don't do those kinds of things.
No.
So
For sure.
especially your age.
Yeah,
you know?
21.
Yeah,
Like,
they just don't. So it's just very smart, and
For
it
sure.
will you'll reap the reward later.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, you really will.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for, dude. I just want to get ahead of everything.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Just like, I feel like learning as much as we can with like at the age that we're at,
Mhm.
and just trying to prepare for whatever could happen is like key for everybody.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I mean,
all you listeners right now, I feel like
I've always fully believed that like your 20s is all for just like learning, growing, finding who you are as a person, what you enjoy, what you don't like, and then your 30s is when you really get to grinding, get your family going, get your
Mhm.
house, lock in, and then when you get to your 40s, then you get to enjoy life and really like see life for what it is because you've had all those life experiences up to this point.
Right.
exactly.
But I feel like you have to go through your 20s and like you have to fail. You have to go out and try new things, take the risk. I mean, like
For sure.
we're only gonna be 21 once, and like your 20s is the best time for you to fail, and then you still have time to recover from that failure.
Yep.
Like we're not 35 trying to start a business, and if that
Mhm.
fails, we're screwed. I mean, at 35, you should be pretty
Yeah, that's why,
established
yeah.
in life.
They
So
said try stuff now while you're
while
young,
you're young, yep, and you can recover from it, learn from it.
For sure.
Yep.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. I just think it's smart that you guys are going out at your age and enjoying and the things in the world because when we were young, you get out of the house when you're 18, you find a husband.
9 to 5,
I mean,
you're
right,
locked
like,
in. Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't get all that. right? So
Mhm.
I mean, Mike and I think I got married at like 22. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So
You guys are already like
yeah,
starting.
In the
Baby,
house, in your
right,
career.
yeah.
I mean,
and didn't have anything to put down. So you know what I mean? Like it's that's,
And I don't
that's,
think- and
it's
I-
good that you guys do that
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
and I definitely don't think like, I don't know, what would you say is like, obviously there's really no cutoff at what age you should be having children. But like, what age would you say is too old to where like you're gonna start missing out on canon events for
Well,
your
they
child
say-
because
I
of
would
your
say
age?
They
probably
say
around
that-
in their 30s, in 30, I think
Like mid
30
30s.
Yeah, because like 35. That's when
When
you're starting to.
The child.
You're gonna be
when-
55 when
the
they're
child
20.
could
Yeah.
have like problems.
Yeah,
too.
they can
Oh,
start
really?
having problems.
Okay.
Once
Because
you get
you're
35 and
not-
older.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not always, but
There's that chance.
there's
The
that
chance goes up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I mean, like, I know obviously multiple people that have had children like in their early 40s.
really.
Oh yeah, even like late 40s, early 50s, having
Ooh,
children.
oops.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say my uncle
Mm-hmm.
had. How old is Elizabeth?
I'm thinking she's
They-
14,
so
13 or 14.
How old was Uncle Ralph?
They were in their 40s.
Yeah,
40s.
Absolutely
Yeah.
in their 40s.
Yeah, I think my dad was
Early 40s, I
40, 41 when he had Baxter and Baisley.
Yep.
So
That's
Wow,
had
crazy,
yeah.
dude.
decided to start over.
And I think it's a
Yeah.
little bit different, like with the male, of course.
Yeah.
It's the females.
Yeah.
That when they start getting older like that.
Then
that's
everything was
kinda,
really
it's
changing.
kinda-
yeah.
because
After you
their
go through
body's starting
menopause. Yeah.
Their body's starting to,
it's just
change.
scary,
So,
yeah, for sure.
But
but
Speaking
like I
of-
said, I think maybe 27, 28, 29. Those
Yeah,
are,
that's a
all
good
prime
good.
years, yeah.
So enjoy your life until then.
Yep.
What,
Because then when you're like
Single.
35, 36, they're 5, 6, like
Yeah.
at the prime years of their life of learning and like getting their morals and their characteristics and who they are as a person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you're still old enough to go out and throw fetch in the front yard and
Yeah.
Right.
go take them hiking
Yeah.
and go biking and
Because I couldn't imagine at my age now having a child and running
Trying
out
to-
there in my
oh
my
oh,
I'm
give me
down
5
rolling
minutes.
around, like, hold on a minute.
Help me
Just
out.
like
Help
the
me
video
out.
you guys took of me not too long ago in the kitchen counter and had that charting board.
Oh man, that's
I mean,
hilarious.
it's not funny. I mean,
Oh.
that crap hurts.
oh yeah, I'm about to put you down.
So when they're laughing at me, I'm like, oh.
I was gonna say, how old were you when you broke your leg?
When I broke my leg, my goodness, what
I didn't
was
even know you
that?
broke your leg.
Dude, it was
Tell me
bad.
about this.
I don't remember how old I was. I say probably about 6 years ago. So.
Oh, so recently.
Well, I was up on the pool deck
It was here at the house.
here at the house, and I'm
That's
always
brutal.
doing 50 things at once because that's just me. I'm
Yep.
like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr."
Getting drinks, sandwiches, getting towels,
Yeah.
getting yeah.
So there were still plants. It was like October.
Messing with
I had
the
to go up
plants.
there and water those plants. I
Mm.
had a few things in my hand, the water pitcher, everything else. I started to walk down the steps. It was like my mind was telling me go boop boop boop, but I didn't do that.
Your
Right?
feet
it's like
didn't
I
boop,
wasn't.
boop, boop.
It didn't boop boop boop. So
They didn't move.
so my whole leg went around.
You just went all
Yeah.
down the whole way down.
Yeah. So no, I mean, just like my foot took a giant step.
Like fuck it, here we go.
It was like a 7-foot step.
Yeah, and it was like pop, and I said, "Oh
It's
my
broke.
god!" I'm like, "Dude, this hurts so
It's
bad."
shattered.
I'm
She
on
was
the ground.
screaming.
All my stuff flew everywhere.
Oh man.
And
Yard
I'm
sale.
literally I'm military crawling to the freaking door. I pound on the door, and this man says, "Come in."
It's me, honey. Just snap my ankle now.
Man.
Yeah. So
Who's
then-
here?
Yes, I
Open
knew
it.
immediately it was broke because it hurt
Oh,
that
man.
bad.
Couldn't even put weight on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That's amazing.
So and then I felt bad because when they were in sports and they were young, and if they would sprain their ankle, whatever, I would put that big old
Ice
bucket
back.
of ice, put their
Ice.
foot in it with
Just straight
ice water,
Just
Ice
and you would
water.
have to put your.
Oh.
So okay, they
For
did
20
that.
You got to do it back to
They
her.
did that to me.
How was it?
I cried like a baby.
Oh, I know. On the inside,
I
you
was
were
like,
Yeah.
it don't hurt.
yeah. How's it feel? No, you're cold.
What do you mean?
Oh,
It's
no.
warm.
I
Pain is
freaking
temporary.
cried. Oh, it was terrible. So I go out when I get back, I get a cast on my leg and everything, and I go back.
Did
out
you have to
there,
get surgery or
and it
no?
looked, no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
but it looked like one of those chalk drawings of like stuff just laying everywhere.
You could have
from
recreated the
where-
crime scene.
right from where I fell.
Somebody from the
So-
FBI could have came up and
Yeah, I
asked
mean, like,
what
yep.
happened.
She went down, missed all 4 steps,
I
and
mean,
Looks
snapped
like
her
she
ankle.
broke her leg.
It's so wild though how my mind was like going down, and
Boo,
I
boo, boo,
totally.
just-
Oh,
No.
it was just
I've done that.
wild.
I've definitely done that before. I just didn't break my
Gosh.
ankle, thank God.
Yeah, I've broken both of my ankles.
Like at our house, you went down
Not
the
bro, I
stairs.
didn't break the second one. I
Oh.
sprained it,
I'll never
but I
forget
broke my ankle in middle
two
school.
places.
On
And-
two
places.
separate
So-
places.
So we're at a basketball game when he was in the 8th grade.
Brutal.
Popping off.
And, he goes up for a layup, comes down, and he's like, oh, like this hurt. And he looks over at me, and I go,
Well, oh, I know that had you heated.
I was like,
right.
I'm about to
I
drop 30.
heard my ankle go.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's
oh.
broke.
He was
Yeah.
good, so I'm like, suck it up. You've got this, right? He comes over afterwards, and I got a picture
It
of
was
it.
like
His
this big.
ankle was that
You couldn't even walk.
purple.
It was
Purple.
purple and it was like
I
this big.
freaking started crying. So my best friend, she works at a doctor's office. She calls me and she says, Jess, it's not only broken in one place, it's broken in 2. I was sick for I said, I will never do that again. I will
Ugh.
never call him a baby.
You felt
or
so
anyone
bad.
I
else
didn't
a
even
baby
cry
ever
or
again.
anything. I was just like, oh my dude, that hurt.
Like bad.
Oh,
I was like,
felt
bro,
so-
this
Did you feel
feels-
like you had to throw up
you
for
know
a
what a
second?
mother
For a
feels
second.
like though when she
Split
does
second,
that?
I was like, oh.
Yeah, you're just sitting over there.
It
like,
was just
damn.
that initial because when I went down, I swear, dude, it went.
That's
And
what
I was
my
like,
leg sound. Yeah.
Oh, like, dude, I immediately was like, dude,
I'm cooked.
something just
I'm cooked.
happened.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I was trying to walk on it, like every time I would put any kind of pressure, I was like,
I
With
I
fire.
broke my ankle at work.
oh yeah, I remember that.
I dropped a 500-pound oxygen tank on me, and my legs were bent like this because I was trying to catch it. So it landed on all the weight from the 500-pound thing landed on just this leg. The doctor was like, "You should have shattered your entire shin bone."
Oh,
But when it landed like this, my ankle rolled over and it
Oh.
just shoved it into the ground. Thank God I only broke one bone, but it was the most important bone in your
Sure.
entire ankle.
Mhm.
So she was like, if you don't rehab, you'll never be able to walk.
mine
right
was a
ever
growth
again.
plate,
Oh, that's brutal.
dude. It
My-
still pops. to this
Mine was
day.
like, oh yeah, my ankle, when I get home at night after being on it all day, I have to go like this. Like to pop in, it feels so
oh, dude,
good.
It
Yep.
feels amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah, it
feel
feels
that.
like I don't even know what it feels like, but like a little explosion in your ankle.
It's like a little ball of air goes.
Boom! Yeah, and you're like, oh, that was a long day.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, yeah, that's a crazy story.
That was
I'm
I
sorry
never
you had
knew
to go
that.
through
I'm sorry you had to go through that as well.
That sucks.
Does that bother you on cold days
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Like
Especially the older I'm getting.
it,
Yeah.
it gets to me, and I'm only freaking I can only imagine when I get older, I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't walk today, boys. You're gonna have
Right,
to leave me in
it's
the
over.
house.
Yeah.
No shot.
Well, and then I just had that knee surgery, so
Yep.
But that was good. He did
Yeah,
such
that was
a great.
quick.
He did a
Yep,
great
they did a
job.
great job.
Yeah.
Was it total knee
this is the
replacement?
thing. No. It
Oh,
was just
okay.
I don't even know what.
It's
What
like
is that?
the
It's-
cartilage in
They
between.
do
your-
the
They
three-
scoped it.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
my
it's
stepdad
called
had that.
some kind of. It's called something, and I can't ever remember what it's called. But they stick 3 little cameras in there and go to town. It's
Really?
like a little robotic arm
Yeah.
that they go in
Where
there.
they suck out all
So-
that weird.
All the extra, yeah.
Yep. So, but I got through that pretty well. But
So my-
I feel like
yeah.
the more that you sit around and you don't do anything and you milk it, that's when you start getting trouble.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you actually do the
You
rehab,
get up and you start moving around
if you try
and stuff.
to, as soon as they do whatever they need to do, put your cast on or whatever, as soon as they put you in that boot, get to walking.
Yeah,
like,
you have to.
get
yeah.
going.
You can't be acting like you're still in the cast.
Right.
Even
Right.
if it hurts a little bit, you got it because
Mhm.
it's not
Because
used to doing it.
It's ready.
Yeah,
Like,
but it needs it.
yeah,
Yep.
for sure. I got a crazy question, kind of. I
What's
feel
that?
like I know the answer, but
Okay.
I'm kind of curious. What
Sorry,
is
I got
the
something in mind.
absolute real reason why I'm named Ethan? Because I'm sure the viewers want to know.
And did you have any other names picked out that you obviously didn't go
No,
with?
I fell in love with the name Ethan, and this is funny.
It's like the most popular name in 2002 to name.
Was
a
it
boy.
really?
Well,
Was
and
it Ethan?
probably because Survivor, the show
Yes,
Survivor,
banging show.
came on, and there was a guy on there, and his name was Ethan. cute, just sweet.
Yeah.
Like, we love
Great
him.
man.
Great. He was great. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a cool name.
Ethan.
That is a cool name because I've never heard it before, right?
Yeah.
And now everybody in, their mom.
Now I know. Yeah, I know.
That's-
4
yeah.
years.
But that is why I named you Ethan, for that
Huh?
reason, because
A guy on Survivor.
A guy off of Survivor. Mm-hmm.
I always thought my whole life that there was like really deep meanings behind people naming their kids their names.
But they're never.
But as I've gotten older, it's like, nah. They literally the day of, they were like, yeah, Blake.
Now, Lawrence was after my father. And
Okay.
at the time, my father had cancer.
Okay.
So Ethan was only 2 months old when my father passed away. So I had called my dad and I was like, it'd be cool to name him Lawrence after you. And oh my gosh, he cried. And it was,
That's sick,
So,
dude.
and then I had to think about it because, his initials are Elf.
Yeah.
So I had to think about it, but I thought, you know what? I really just don't care because this is my dad. He's not going to be here.
Yep.
So that's why I named him Ethan Lawrence.
Like,
I just said
dead
Ethan
on.
Lawrence
I just said
look
Ethan.
Really?
exactly like him.
Really?
Like,
Oh
to a
my
T.
goodness, he's dead
Really?
on my father.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That is kind of weird.
Did you
Mhm.
know that?
Nah.
Dude, we'll show you a picture.
Yeah, you'll have
see
to.
that, yeah. My dad had
Yeah.
long hair.
Hmm.
They had the same
Strong
eyes.
nose.
He
Strong
rode
nose,
Harleys
yep.
and listened to rock music.
Yep. They have the same fingers.
Really?
It's kind
kinda
of
weird.
And
You're
when
like-
he sneezes, sometimes I'm like,
Was that
Dad?
Pops? Yeah.
Dad?
Dad, was that you?
So
That's funny.
it is really
Yeah.
crazy.
And I was
So.
super close with her mom too, which is
My
my
mama.
mom. I
Yeah.
talked about.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
And I think my mom, it was just weird because ever since he was little, like she just clung to Ethan.
Adored him.
Yeah, and it was
We were
kind
homies.
of like, yeah.
Tight.
So it's like she saw that he was going to be like my dad.
Yes.
Before,
Yeah.
That's
It's almost like low key. I feel like she kind of influenced that. Like she
You
was
think?
just like, I feel like you'd like Harley
Motorcycles.
Davidson. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, she bought him a Harley Davidson jacket when he was a baby,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
and then a
was
rocker. It was a rocker Harley Davidson.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
fire. That was probably
Gosh,
It
cool.
you
was
were only-
black and gray.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you were probably 2 years old when you got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad to
That's
the bone.
crazy.
You saw it.
What were some of your like favorite artists when you were growing up? Like, did Mama show you any? Like, did she like anything?
I always liked Janis Joplin. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I've
Ooh, I
always
love
liked
Janis
Janis
Joplin.
Joplin.
Busted in Baton Rouge.
But as I got
Waiting
older,
for a train.
I gotta say, Alanis Morissette was my girl.
Who's that? I don't
I've
know if
never
I
even
know
heard of her.
Really? It's
What
like
is
rain.
it?
Oh, yeah. That's a fire
I'm about to
song.
look that
No,
up.
she just pulled
Yeah.
this bop out. That's crazy.
Atlantis.
Morissette.
More. No shot. Dude, if you guys know what she's talking about, all our older viewers,
Yeah.
let us know. I feel like
She
I might
was
know her.
amazing.
Hand in my pocket. What's that one called? Do you know? You ought to know. Try
Mm,
this.
want you to know. She was awesome.
Hey.
Listen to the words to this.
Skip it to like the middle.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You're thinking of me when you fuck her.
Hey! Okay, I like it.
Dude,
I like
no,
it.
we can't play too much. 'cause
Yeah, we'll get copyrighted, but I like it.
That's funny.
She was great.
Anything
Okay.
else? Janis Joplin, Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
Of course, I liked Nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
Snoop
yeah.
Dogg.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those were
Snoop
all
Dogg.
those all were, kind
No-
of,
no
when I
big-
was in high school, that's what was cool. You
No,
know what I
like
mean?
Gretchen Wilson, no, like
Oh, I mean,
country, big country artist, or no?
I wasn't major into country.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
This one was her.
Oh, that's a banger.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
I'm
Gin and
all over
Juice.
that.
Yeah. And that's what I listened to.
Okay.
I mean,
heck
so-
yeah.
That's funny.
What are your thoughts on like how music is in today's generation? Like, do you think
I
music's
think
went
rap is-
downhill,
I think
or do you think it's maybe gotten better?
I think
plateaued?
rap is just, I don't know. It's not like Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean?
It's more
Like,
mumble
I-
rappy.
yeah,
You
I-
can't really
I-
understand what
I
they're
can't,
saying.
and I can't follow it.
And
Yeah.
the
Like, I
beats,
just
I
don't.
feel like that's a big thing with it. Like
The
some of
beats
the
are more
people-
complex, so their rap bars don't have to be as crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They don't have
And
the words
I'd
as
rather
much.
have
the old like Dr.
Lyricist.
Dre type beats.
And that's what I like, Dr.
I wanna be
Dre.
hearing a
I do like
story.
Eminem though. I'm
Oh,
not
I
gonna
love
lie.
Eminem.
Eminem
yeah.
spits, dude.
I love Eminem. Yeah.
He's always got some
Oh, yeah.
crazy rhymes, dude.
Yep.
He's
Knees
so
weak,
lyrical.
arms are
I really
heavy.
do like Eminem.
Like
Vomit
Kendrick,
on a sweater
I like
already.
Kendrick
Okay.
still, because I still feel like he puts the music into it.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
puts those old like piano beats.
Oh.
And he'll put like a '60s track on a song, and then
Yeah,
just
or
be
like a trumpet.
Yo, I'm in like
Yeah.
like he's just good.
Okay.
I felt like he did a pretty good job at the Super Bowl, honestly.
A lot of people
Mhm.
were throwing shade on him.
I know.
I felt like, I don't know. There was too much around it. Like it was more than just a halftime show. It was like
Mhm.
a halftime
Yeah.
show, a politics show,
But you know what?
There's so much behind it.
In this time, they're going to do that with any artist that gets a
They're gonna
release.
make him do
They
it.
have to.
They're gonna
And-
add stuff to it, like.
And what's crazy
So-
is that was the first time a president has ever went to a Super Bowl ever in
Mhm.
history, and it just so happens to be the one Kendrick Lamar's
Yep.
headlining. And then we
Mhm.
got Dr. Sam coming out, and it's just crazy. There's a lot to it.
Mhm.
Definitely some good
So-
conspiracies there.
The last time you guys saw us was about a month ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And we just want to say, like, we're sorry for not, like, being crazy about updating you guys, but we kind of wanted to see what would happen with just disappearing for a minute.
Yeah, keeping you guys in the
And-
dark.
We still wanted to give people time to catch up because I know a week,
2 seasons as well. I mean,
once
like,
a week, every
Yeah.
like, it's a lot.
you guys
to
probably,
catch up
if
on,
you
so-
restarted at season 1, you probably still aren't all the way through, even in a month.
Yeah. I know Mom is because she watches every episode.
Mhm.
And if she can, you guys should,
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, so one little, I wanted to have, this was another question that I added on. What are your thoughts on, do you believe that every person should have to work a 9 to 5 at least once in their life? Like, what are your thoughts on the people that made it big on TikTok and never had to go work a 9 to 5, or these day traders that are hitting for millions of dollars and they're not working 9 to 5s or never have?
I think that's crazy.
Really?
But if
Good
you
for
could-
them.
If you could do it, then do it.
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Times have changed so much, though. you
The
know?
9 to 5
So-
isn't really as popular maybe as it
No,
once was.
No, it's not. And even me here. I mean,
yeah,
I
you're
don't
your
do
own
9 to
boss,
5. I
yeah.
do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, which is
You know,
awesome.
which
That's
is,
amazing.
It is awesome.
For
It's
sure.
great. I don't have a boss, and it's wonderful.
Heck yeah.
So you for
But do you-
sure enjoy being a business
Oh,
owner?
absolutely love it.
But do you
Love
think
it.
everyone should work a 9 to 5 at least once to like get the concept of
learn the
having
concept
a
of
boss?
Maybe to
having
learn
to
the
work.
concept and whatever, but yeah, later on in life, if you can go out and you can do for you and yourself,
Make
and
your own
become,
business.
Your own
Yep.
business,
Venture,
yeah,
make
do it.
make money.
Because of course, at first I was like, no.
How
I
old were
should
you
do
when
this.
you made this business?
Well, it was only 3 years ago, so
Okay.
How old are you now?
I'm 49, so 46.
That's still, I mean, at
So,
46,
that
some
should tell-
some people would never even think about
That should
starting a
tell
business.
Everyone watching right now,
You can do
it's
it,
never too late.
Never.
and it's not. Yeah,
It's never too late.
That's
You know,
exactly right.
I'm working for someone and I'm doing hair, but you have to give them 45% of what you make weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If you're good at what you do,
Do it for yourself.
why give someone your money?
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
am I doing this, right? So
Yep.
I'm like, man,
I could be keeping 100%
yeah.
of it.
So she's telling me she's getting ready to sell the place, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't want to go and work for someone else and give them my money
Yeah.
when I can keep it all.
Make it all
Exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean-
exactly.
And now you guys see this place. I mean, it's super cute. You guys should come check it out.
Yeah,
It's
if
called
you-
Hairport.
If you guys need to get your
And-
hair cut,
Yeah, if you ever want to come get a little snip. I know
get,
you guys
get some
can't
coloring.
Take,
Yeah, what
you
all
guys
what all you
can't
do?
take
Coloring. What all you?
You
Yeah.
taking all that?
Yeah, you can't. You guys can't look at my hair and base that off what she does because she does not cut my hair. I grow my hair out, and
I do cut his
But,
hair.
yeah, when
but I
I-
have not cut his hair for a long time because it's
Yeah.
too long.
It's
Yeah,
time.
you-
It's time for me as well. That's why I got
But-
the hat on. It's
well,
time.
yeah. So if you guys need a nice little haircut, color, need your nails done.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
Yeah,
you
what
got
all do
you
you
do all
offer?
kinds of
That's
stuff.
probably about-
Pedicures,
that's-
manicures,
that's
Do
probably
you do
about
like curls and
waxings.
stuff?
perms?
Perms, yeah, perms.
I do on some
Rare, though.
long, thick hair.
Like my
Mm-mm.
hair.
No,
Not doing that?
Mm-mm.
Really? Is that too much?
not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like so the thin, shorter hair is better.
Well, just shorter hair.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like some of the guys come in and get just the tops done, things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
quick and easy, whatever. But
You guys have all seen
my
the
biggest
ramen
thing's
noodle
color.
set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Color.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like ladies coming in like with blonde hairs wanting to have black hair.
Or brunette.
Oh.
People with black hair wanting blonde hair.
In
And that
one
just-
setting,
and that just kills your
that
hair.
Can't, and it can't happen.
Yeah,
You
it's not
can't
gonna
do
happen.
that.
It
You
just-
gotta
it
go in
can't do it.
seconds.
It's not gonna look good.
You'll come in here with black hair and it'll be orange when you leave. But hey, whatever. If that's what you want.
But if you want it to look good, you're gonna have to come back and
Yeah.
maybe come back
You
again.
have to, like 3
You
or
gotta
4
do it in,
times.
like,
So,
Really?
but there
For
are
it to
some
be
girls
healthy.
that they have no.
They don't care.
They just don't understand.
Yeah. Does it? And how bad
It's
does
like
that actually
if I
ruin
had
your
a
hair?
Magic wand. Like, there you go. See
Yeah.
you later.
Blonde.
Yeah. But,
So how bad does that actually
Blonde.
like kill your hair when
Um,
they just straight up bleach it like that?
it depends. Like, someone with black hair wanting to go blonde, and you do it and do it and do it and do it. You got to go all the way to the ends, right?
Yeah.
But someone that's coming in that I already have blonde, they only do their roots, right?
Yep.
Because this stuff's light enough. I don't have to touch this.
Milk. Milk.
I only got to hit this, so therefore it doesn't damage this because I'm only hitting this, and
okay.
popping it and making it blonde and making it match.
Okay. Okay.
So then I can tone it down to whatever I want.
Yeah.
So that keeps their hair
Healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. But when them
So-
girls are like
but when
sitting
they
in their
have-
bathroom at their house and they're
Oh,
just bleaching their hair,
Over and over and over.
Killing
again.
it.
Yeah, it's
Terrible.
gonna snap it right off. It's gonna snap it right off.
that's crazy.
I've seen
So-
clips of that too, where
Oh,
like
yeah,
they
you
just
can
do
watch
it and
it.
you can watch them pulling their hair out. Like
That's
it looks
sad.
like you said, ramen noodles. That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
Or
it's
cotton
like-
candy. Like it's
Ooh.
bad.
yeah,
That's
you
Because
just
tough.
what
imagine
you're
that. I
doing,
watched it.
you're stripping the pigment out of your hair.
Yeah,
That's what makes it blonde. You have no pigment left.
literally.
Okay.
So therefore it's damaging.
So be careful and come to the
Yes.
airport and listen to Chas.
Yeah.
So then you don't have to freaking
don't do
through
that stuff at home.
Yeah, definitely
Don't
don't.
do it.
It's worth the money.
Don't go to a friend that says she knows what
Yeah,
she's
she's
doing
like, I
either,
promise
because,
we're gonna get you
eh,
right. You're gonna have
No.
red hair tomorrow.
If you don't see, oh, you don't have it up. Where's that? It's
What?
over there. If you don't see a license on the wall,
oh,
Yeah,
they're right behind Blake.
get out. If you don't see those licenses,
they're over here. Oh, you can actually see them. They're right
Yeah,
here.
if
All
you don't
three of
see
them.
those on the wall,
All 3 of them, by the way.
get out of there.
Yeah.
Get out.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
Heck yeah.
so for this season, we just want you guys to stay tuned. We want you guys to stay active with this. It's going to be a journey. We're going to be at different places a lot. It's going to be a ride for us as well.
and we might even throw some live streams in there this season,
Yeah,
like we did
for
at the end
sure.
of season 2.
And
'cause
check
that was
out the
fun.
Twitch because we've been streaming constantly. I'm Squeegee Slayer with 2 E's on Slayer. Blake is
What is mine? I don't even know.
Blake
B
Bart.
Bart.
B just
4
look up Blake
PF,
Bart.
I
You'll
think.
find him. Or
Yeah.
if you watch my stream, you'll see me.
We'll
play
put it in
with
the
him.
description of this video.
Yeah. So just look that up. We're always streaming and having fun.
Just
on
trying to
there,
give content for you guys to watch, tune
Yeah.
in.
So, Mom, thank you so much for
You're
Yeah,
doing
this
it.
was an
welcome. Thanks for
awesome
having
episode.
me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fun.
you're welcome. I know you weren't super comfortable doing this, but
At first, a little nervous, but
thanks
we all
for,
are.
Thanks for taking that risk and doing a compromise, like you said.
Yeah, and back to the compromise.
Yeah, right.
It's always
So,
a good thing.
Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening, and
As always,
stay
Stay
delirious.
delirious.
peace.
See ya.
Love good.
You